pick, Pat Freiermuth. And let's get started with Jeff Hawthorne, 93.7.
Hey, Pat, just first overall, your reaction. Did you have any sense that it could be the Steelers?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously since Pro Day, Coach Alfredo and Coach Tomlin and Coach Cannon over there, and I hit off with them since day one, and we had some great meetings throughout the process, and I felt like if I was there at 55, that they might draft me. And when I saw that Pittsburgh area code, I thought it was one of my friends from Penn State pranking me, but I answered the phone and it was Coach Tomlin, and it was just one of the best. It was the best feelings I ever had playing for an organization that's such storied as the Steelers, and especially having Franco Harris announce my pick, and he's a legend from Penn State and the Steelers, and that was just a huge honor, and I'm just very excited to be part of this organization.
Brian Backo, Post-Gazette.
Hey, Pat, congratulations. I guess just, first question is, how is the shoulder? I know that limited you a little bit in the pre-draft process, and what kind of questions did the Steelers have about that for you, given that they were considering investing this sort of pick in you?
Yeah, my shoulder's fully healthy. I got cleared, 3 weeks ago to do everything, full contact, everything like that. I think I got the surgery at a right time, which allowed me to, be fully healthy before, my NFL career and rookie minicamp and stuff like that. So I could go through that whole process and get my own routine. So, I'm fully healthy. I'm ready to go. And, I'm excited to, get into that offense and, make some plays.
Joe Rudder, Trib.
What do you think is the biggest attribute you can bring to the Steelers? They do like their tight ends to block a lot. Is that up your wheelhouse?
Yeah, I think that fits me well. I'm a versatile tight end. I go in there and I'll stick my face and block the DNs, and I'll go out there and make some plays in the pass game. So whatever I'm asked to do, I'm going to do it. I've always been a team first guy. And I think that kind of showed at Penn State. With the guys trusting me and everything like that. So I'm always going to put the team first. If Coach Canada is telling me to go in there and block the whole game, I'm going to do it the best of my ability. And that's kind of the guy I am, and that's kind of the guy that I'm continuing to be.
Chris Carter, DK.
Pat, congratulations. You're a sure-handed tight end who's made a lot of catches, and then you've worked with your quarterbacks to bail them out. You also, Ben Roethlisberger, he likes to throw the ball to his tight end like Eric Ebron, or even further back in Heath Miller. How much have you thought about being able to work with a quarterback as experienced as Ben Roethlisberger and who likes throwing to his tight ends like that?
Yeah, that was just kind of weird you saying like Ben Roethlisberger, because me growing up, I've obviously seen him play a bunch and watched him, ball out, and it's kind of weird that he's going to be my quarterback now, and I can't wait to go out there and catch footballs from him and make plays for him, and it's going to be an unreal experience, just kind of be with that offense with him.
Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Yeah. Hey, Pat, kind of along the lines of one of the earlier questions, how did the Steelers say that they envision you fitting in their offense, and what were some of those discussions like during the draft process when you were talking with them?
Yeah, I see myself as just going out there and doing whatever, is asked of me. I think that's what, they liked about me most is, meeting with me throughout the process is, I was willing to do anything. And then I made that quite evident, on my film at Penn State. So like I said, if they tell me to go in there and block, the whole game, I'm going to do that. So, I think they're going to move me around the offense a lot and, make me mismatch and stuff like that. But, when they go in there and ask me to block, I'm going to do it. So, I'm excited to be part of that offense.
Chris Adamski, Trib.
Both Kevin Colbert, talking more in general, not about you, was saying they liked players who decided to play in 2020. Coach Franklin was pretty open about, talking about how you played for your team. What went into that decision? And did you have any? Obviously, you got hurt. I mean, that could have really hurt you. Did you regret it for a little bit? I mean, it sounds like you're fine and everything, but was there a moment of like, oh, what did I do here? I might have hurt myself. And what made you want to play this past season?
Yeah, I first of all, I wanted to play this season just because, I love Penn State. I love that whole community. I love everything that they've done for me. And, I've said this multiple times that, I owe that university more than it owes me. So, every chance that I could go out there and put a Penn State jersey on, I was going to do it. So, I never kind of thought about opting out. You know, when the season got canceled, you know, obviously I was like, okay, what's my next step? But you know, I was waiting and itching for them to put it back on. So when it did, you know, I was excited about that. But you know, I have no regrets about, you know, going out there and, you know, playing the season and getting hurt. You know, I think obviously getting hurt, you never want to get hurt, but that's the first major injury I've ever had. You know, hopefully the last one. And you know, I learned a lot from that, you know, adversity wise, stuff like that. So, you know, I'll take those lessons and I cherish them, and you know, I have no regrets.
All right, we should be able to do these last four. So if your hand's not raised now, please don't raise it. Noah Strackbean, Sports Illustrated.
Hey, Beck, congratulations. Everybody talks about blocking. You're going to go and work with Eric Ebron. What are your thoughts on him, and what do you think you could learn from him this season?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to learn from Eric Ebron. You know, obviously he's a vet, and he's, you know, established himself in the NFL for a long time. And, you know, I'm excited to go out there and just kind of pick his brain and learn from him. You know, I think that's maybe successful at Penn State was, you know, picking those older guys' brain. So I can't wait to like see what his routine is and see his process and, you know, learn from him and have him be a mentor for me. You know, I can't wait to, you know, get in that room and like I said, learn from him. So, you know, I can't wait to, you know, be a part of this organization.
Brian Batko, Post Gazette.
Yeah, Pat, I know you said off the top that you had a feeling the Steelers might go to you in the second round if possible. Were you surprised that you lasted until 55, especially, I mean, no tight ends picked between 4 and 55 this year? Yeah,
no, I'm just excited to, you know, to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. You know, I don't really care what happened before this for the draft in this process, but like I said, I'm excited where I'm at. I'm excited that the Steelers gave me an opportunity, and I can promise you and the rest of Steeler Nation that, you know, I'm going to make the most of it. You're going to get a guy who comes in every single day and works his tail off. So, you know, I'm excited for the opportunity, and I'm excited that, you know, this is meant to be.
Max Cerullo, Daily News.
Hey, Pat, congratulations. Just wanted to ask, we saw on TV you had a great moment with your mom and with your family right after you got the call. Can you just share with us what that moment was like for you?
Yeah, you know, it meant a lot for me just because, you know, they were there from the start, and, you know, they saw something in me that maybe when I didn't see it, and, you know, they kept pushing me to become great. You know, I think I owe the world to my mom and my dad and, you know, my brother, my sister, and everyone else that was here tonight. You know, they saw it, like they've been there from the start. So, you know, I'm excited, you know, to, you know, continue this, my next chapter in Pittsburgh, and, you know, have them watch there and just watch every single step of the way.
All right, and last question, Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Hey, Pat, you had a pretty strong year as a freshman at Penn State. How do you feel like as your time there went on, you got you added to your game and you developed? And how would you say you're a different person now after your 3 seasons there?
Yeah, so I think, you know, I put it together, you know, my last year. You know, obviously I only played 4 games, but, you know, my freshman year I kind of went in there and, you know, my role was to block in the beginning of the season. And, you know, obviously they allowed me to make plays in the red zone, you know, in zone coverage and stuff. And then in my sophomore year, you know, went out there and was a man answer. And I think, you know, this past year, my junior year, you know, I put it all together. You know, I've shown that, you know, I can block with the best of the DNs and, you know, pass pro and go out there and make plays versus man and zone. So, you know, I just kind of I try to piece it together my whole career. So I'm going to try and do that, you know, take my, you know, complete game to the Steelers and, you know, continue to add on to that and learn from the vets.
All right, Pat, thank you so much. You were good to go, and we appreciate it. We'll see you here in Pittsburgh. Everybody else, we are going to have Alfredo Roberts on this Zoom next.